Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Persona 4 Golden. And tonight, we will finally complete the Empress Social Link with Margaret of the Velvet Room. So let's cut right to the chase and get started. Now, Margaret's Social Link is a bit different than everyone else's. It revolves around creating personas with very specific skills on them. So let's go. First up, we will be combining Lilim and Sylph to make Ippon Datara with a Tsuku Kaja skill. Ippon Datara is a Japanese folklore figure who was actually thought to be a blacksmith god who is now kind of deranged a bit. Yeah. But once you have completed him, I recommend after every single fusion you make, you come and save, just to minimize on your fusion accidents. And you also need to exit the room and re-enter to increase the social link anyway.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
An Ippon Datara with Tsuku Kaja. You've successfully completed the request. Well-rounded, flexible, muscular, splendid. You've done great work here. You are indeed the one with infinite potential. Now I'm even more curious about you. Thank you? I mean, he's not that well-rounded. I mean, he has really bad magic stat. But yes, this is how we advance Margaret's Social Link. To do this, you want to have as many social links as possible. And also a lot of money. And up next, we will be fusing a Matador with Mahama. I know that anyone can do it. It's you. Okay, I'll get right on that, Margaret. Anything for you, after all. So, let's go. This persona can be created very easily by combining Kusith and Lilim to make Anzu, who will actually get the skill that we are looking for eventually, which is Mahamon. So, yeah, we want that. So, let's fuse him up. Now, I recommend you actually register this persona for later, because later on it will gain a skill. And I believe it will get it now. Yes, number 19 is when it will learn Mahama. But at level 20, it will learn Auto Tsukukaja. You will be needing this a bit later for a later request. So make sure you grab it now and register in the compendium, so you don't need to spend extra money. Okay. Now all we need to do is summon Barith of the Hanged Man Arcana from the compendium, and then combine the two to create the persona that Margaret wants to see, the Matador of the Death Arcana. The level on him does not matter, but just make sure that you have Anzu with Mahama, and you should be fine with this request. Matador is basically the belief that even after death, some Matadors continue to participate in their sport. Kind of odd, but kind of cool too.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
A Matador. And he has Mahama. You have successfully completed the request. What a beautiful persona. This fascinating dance, performed by a true sportsman. I'm amazed. You're still young, but you hold such masculinity within your soul. I can feel my heart beat faster. Thank you. I am strongly confident that you are the one I've been searching for. I want to see more of your soul. Okay, I'm glad I could make you happy, Margaret. By giving you a Matador with a skull face. Yeah, this social link's a bit odd, but I guess she's happy, so I won't complain. And well then, for my next request, bring me a Gdon that knows Rampage. Alright, that should actually be very easy to do, and I do think the creators of the game actually planned this, but if you combine the two personas that we just created, you can make a Gdon with Rampage, provided you didn't get rid of it. And yeah, both of these personas have it, so you should have it unless you deleted the skill from both of them. So simply pass that on, and the rest of the skills do not matter. Gdon is actually a female tiger in Hindu mythology, who is quite vicious and very powerful. In my greatness, I can to serve. Cool, even though you're kind of just a power swap up Yako.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
This Gdon has a rampage. I see. You successfully completed the request. Do you know why I asked you to bring me such a beast? Because I wanted you to be aware that even an innocent boy like you can harbor such a dreadful creature inside. And I wanted to ride on it for a bit. But this persona seems too hot for me. Can I extinguish its flame? I'm kidding. I wouldn't want to harm your persona, nor yourself. I think... Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you're concerned about my well-being, Margaret, but yeah, I don't think it'd be wise to ride on my persona. Unless it's of the chariot, that would make sense, and... Well then, for my next request, I would like a Neko Shogun capable of using Bafula. Alright, I'll get right on that. But this is where things get tricky. This persona can only be obtained through a very annoying means, which is a cross. Now, first up, we need to make a Jack Frost with Bafula. And you might as well pass on Ato Tsukukaja for something we'll be doing a bit later. Yeah, you'll kind of want that, so make sure to register this Jack Frost. Which is primarily why I wanted you to make the Anzu with Ato Tsukukaja. It'll save you a bit of money, and after this, I believe, yes, at level 19, Jack Frost will learn Bafula, which we'll pass on later. After that, you want to combine Izanagi and Saki Matama to create a ghoul. I did not have this persona yet, so create it now because it will actually be helpful in the next request as well as this one. Wish I could talk more about the ghoul, but you probably know his mythology. Up next is Kusi Matama. Just make him however you like, but King Frost and Huam Po are it's a pretty cost-effective combination, and you most likely have both those personas by now anyways. And yes, this is the Matama of Skill, Wisdom, and Observation. Up next, we will be taking a Pixie and the Gdon we just created to fuse Ari Matama, who, if you're gonna guess, symbolizes anger. All of the Matamas represent various emotions in our human mind. And yeah, he's kind of mad, but hey, that isn't always a bad thing. And now that we have all 4 Matamas, make sure at least one of them has access to Bafula, and pass that on to the Neko Shogun, which is actually a bit of a translation error. Essentially, this is like Prophet, whose name in Japanese kind of got mixed up, and now he's like a cat shogun prophet god. Kind of funny, but he's the master of war, apparently, and he's so cool. Yeah, I like him a lot, and...
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Welcome back at you, and... a Neko Shogun with Bafula. You've completed the request. This is a rare persona. I think I could even beat my master with this. Wait a moment. This persona's nose isn't long at all. No, there's no way I can win with this persona. It's not easy to surpass the master. Regardless, I appreciate you showing me this beautiful persona. One after another, you make my every wish come true. What a gentleman. You flatter me, Margaret. I'm just simply trying to complete your requests. But next time, I guess I'll fuse a persona with a bit longer of a nose, so you can defeat Igor in a nose contest? Kind of odd, and well then, for my next request, bring me a Black Frost that knows Ato Tsukukaja. Alright, that should be easy enough, actually, so let's get to it. To fuse Black Frost, you'll pretty much just need personas we've been using throughout this whole game. Jack Frost, Pyro, Jet, Pixie, Ghoul, and, well, King Frost. This persona has a kind of a weird backstory. He's just Atlas's mascot, and they like to make a dark version of him. And that's pretty much it. Hee-ho. Hee-ho. You can say that again, Black Frost.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
You have brought Black Frost and he has Ato Tsukukaja. You've successfully completed the quest. Do you know this persona's tragic past? Black Frost lived alone for over 1,000 years. While enduring his solitude, he prayed to the sky over and over, pleading, "Give me a friend." Eventually, the god he served granted him a friend for a single day, and the two of them frolicked through the fields, as happy as could be. They spent many precious hours together, and then the sun set. The friend vanished. Black Frost regretted his request. If he knew he would have been left sad and lonely, he would never have asked for a friend in the first place. Hence, Black Frost. I didn't mispronounce it. Forget it. I made it all up anyway. Did you believe me? Adults shouldn't be so easily swayed by what others say. Anyhow, I appreciate that you showed me this wonderful card. One after another, you make my every wish come true. I'm just helping out. I guess she's really, really happy, and has a bit of a bias towards certain personas. Well, I do too, so I guess we have that in common. Oh man, and for my next request, show me Yatagarasu, equipped with Megiddo. Alright. Kind of an odd request, but doable. To do this the easiest way possible, simply combine Kusith and a Tautai to create Ares, who really will not benefit from this Megiddo spell, but hey, it'll help pass it on to someone that needs it better than him. And for those who do not know, Ares is the Greek god of war. He's kind of popular in pop culture, so you should probably know that. Anyways, after that, we will combine Ares and Black Frost to make Yatagarasu, who we've actually used in our adventures so far, but he did not have Megiddo, so we'll be making this one again. Now, Yatagarasu is kind of an odd entity in mythology. Basically, he's all over the place in Japanese folklore and fiction. No one really knows why, either. He's kind of mysterious like that.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Wonderful. This Yatagarasu has the Megiddo skill. You've successfully completed the request. Riddle me this. What kind of Yatagarasu is a crow with 3 legs? I accidentally told you the answer. I'm sorry I spoiled it. I wanted to give you a riddle that my master once told me. It was difficult, yet entertaining, and somewhat sad. Since we've begun meeting this way, I've gained an interest in words. Anyway, thank you for showing me this exquisite card. My pleasure as always, Margaret. And with that, we are almost done with the Empress Social Link. Only a couple more to go. But these last few are without a doubt the hardest to complete. And for my next request, I'd like a Yatsufusa that knows Mediorama. If anyone can do this, I know it's you. I eagerly await your return. Oh boy. This is where things get a little bit difficult. First up, we will combine Lilith with Neko Shogun to create Thoth, the Egyptian god. You may actually know him as Jehuti from Zone of the Enders. What, you never played Zone of the Enders? Story of my life. But yes, he's reading a book. And it's adorable. That persona will give us Mediorama, which you definitely want to pass on. But up next, we will be combining Parvati and Fortuna to create Orthus, which we will need for later. Orthus, well, he's like Cerberus, but he has 2 heads. I don't know why he's so popular in Shin Megami Tensei, but he's cool, I guess. Next up, we will be taking Andra and Queen Mob to create Makami of the Hanged Man Arcana. This guy is a pain in the butt to make, mostly because there's a lot of ways you can make him, but there's only one way that's the most cost-effective. And yes, he will accompany us on our journey. Well, not really, since we'll be fusing him now with a Jin. If you do not have Jin, there are other ways to make Narasimha, but this is the easiest for me. Narasimha is a Hindu warrior who just absolutely loves Vishnu. They're basically best friends. And yes, I am the undefeatable, who swears loyalty to you. He's a lion dude with a sword. Yeah. After that, we actually need to get Mothman. If you don't have Mothman, what are you doing? Mothman's great. And also, I think, yeah, we need Makami to actually create this next persona. Where the heck is he? Come on. Hangs. Oh, there he is. Okay, good. Once you have all of these personas, it doesn't matter how you get them, just make sure that one of them has Medea Rama. And now we will start a pentagon fusion to create Yatsufusa. Is actually a character from a novel. Basically in the legend, a emperor, I think, might have been a general, swears that if a dog can defeat his enemy, that he will give him his daughter in marriage, and the dog does, and then they get married. And then she gets pregnant, and the balls are representative of Confucius. It's a little bit weird. Just saying.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
This Yatsufusa has Medea Rama. I can feel your heart. Words can express nothing. The only way to convey meaning is through the communication between hearts. You, Narakami, and Margaret. What do those names have in common? Oh, no. There's nothing in common. I was testing your generosity. Good job. You passed the test. Alright, whatever you say, Margaret, as our relationship becomes more intimate. Okay, that's cool, I guess. And now only 2 more requests to go. Well then, for my next request, what I'd like is a Ganesha with a Tetrakarm ability. If anyone can do this, it's you. The easiest way to do this is take a Mithra, a Yatsufusa that you just created, and Dekorabia. Dekorabia gets Tetrakarm innately, so it's really easy to pass on to this Star Arcana persona. Ganesha is a entity that Parvati made to make sure no one watched her bathe, and then Shiva kind of replaced his head with an elephant. And I really don't know why, to be honest with you.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Your Ganesha knows Tetrakarm. You've successfully completed the request. What a long nose. By the way, have you heard this song about a long nose? What happens in the Velvet Room? Nobody knows. But the master has a very long nose. How nostalgic. I used to sing the song with that girl. How I miss those days. Do you mean Liz? Maybe. Either way, we will reach rank 9 with the Empress Arcana. And now we have access to the final request. Well then, for my next request, bring me a trumpeter with mind charge. Oh, well, that's pretty easy.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
A trumpeter with mind charge. That was my last request. Congratulations. You've been through many challenges, and I hope you grasped their meaning. You see, the results never mattered. I wanted to see you, yourself, struggle and complete the requests. You approached each challenge thoughtfully, and in doing so, you trained your soul. As I predicted, you have shown me that your soul is strong. It's been wonderful. For the first time in ages, I became very excited. But remember, one's soul is fragile. The purer it is, the stronger it gets, but it can easily be led astray. It can take so little as a handful of senseless words, such as a lie or a rumor. Please remember that. Now, I have to give you something as a reward. Here, I want you to have this. it's only an object, but at the same time, it's an expression of myself. I'm sure you'd know, since you're struggling so much for me, right? Alright, so it finally comes out that yes, this was all just a test. It's a struggle for Margaret. Alright. Definitely a different social link, but according to her, we have established a genuine bond, and now we can create the ultimate form of the Empress Arcana, Isis. Yeah, Margaret has only a couple words of dialogue in this game, but it doesn't matter the sheer amount. I think they have a lot of meaning if you really look into it. And we have yet again forged another bond that can never be broken. And we can now fuse Isis, the mother of reincarnation. Yeah. There's nothing more of your heart that I need to see. I understand you quite well now. So, thank you. As I thought, you're the person I had been waiting for. When the time comes, it is you who will provide my answer. I look forward to it. I look forward to it too, Margaret. And with that, we have completed the Empress Social Link. Now there's only one more to complete. We've done them all. Everybody. We've maxed them all out. Except for Hisano, but you'll get to that soon. And oh yeah, Hitachi. I wonder how we're gonna handle that. Guess only time can tell, but thank you all so much for watching this episode of Let's Play Persona 4 Golden. I know it may not have been the most interesting to everyone, but this is a mechanic of the game, and honestly, I like the Persona fusing a whole lot, so I didn't mind all that much. Anyways, see you guys in the next part, where we finish another social link. Bye.